ปิดเสียงดูปะ
A very warm welcome, everyone. We would like to say a hearty welcome to our viewers in Thailand. A good afternoon, but also to our viewers overseas. We have a very nice lineup of our speakers prepared for today. And today will all be about the exciting, challenging, but also very promising sector, which will be then the life science and the health sector, and of course the wellness opportunities. My name is Hans van den Born. I'm the Executive Director of the Netherlands Thai Chamber of Commerce, but I am welcoming you on behalf of the other two chambers, the co-hosts of today, which is our friends from the Franco-Thai and from the Belu Thai. So collectively, the three of us are co-organizing a webinar today and another two webinars, which I will also address in a few minutes later, but it's all working towards the business forum in Khon Kaen, because today it's all about Smart City Khon Kaen and what it has to offer you, the viewers, in doing business. It will be a business forum on the 23rd and 24th of September, so we still have a few months to welcome, to prepare, to finalize. But I think from this first slide, you can see we have already received quite some support from a lot of partners. So a big thank you to TCEP, the TAT, to T-Cells, to DEPA, to the governor even in Khon Kaen, and a lot of organizations. Some of those organizations you will hear today in the program. And talking about the program, we actually have a very, very busy program. You will not be waiting to hear me talk longer than necessary. So what we will do is we'll go through the program. We have a very diverse mix of speakers. We have videos. We also have presentation slides. And we all try to do this within 1 hour. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. But you as the viewer can also ask questions. If you have any questions, feel free to send us via the Q&A so we can address them to the right speaker in this particular platform. So without further ado, I would like to start this webinar by asking one of our main sponsors and facilitators, Kun Chirut, and he is the president of the Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, or in short, TCEP, to say a few words. Here you will see today's agenda. And Kun Chirut has been so kind to pre-record the session, and it will be starting in a few seconds. So if we can have Kun Chirut with us in the video to say a few welcoming words. Thank you all for joining, and please raise any questions you might have in the Q&A. Thank you again.
Sawadee krab. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm very pleased to have Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, or TCEP, taking part in this high-profile, exciting Khon Kaen Business Forum. Today's event is the start of our 3 warm-up webinars in preparation for real thing in this September. While looking at Khon Kaen Business Forum, I found it's very interesting to see that this event has received warm support from as many as 29 organizations. It definitely indicates the hard work done by involved parties, especially the working team, and with the support of Franco-Thai, the Netherlands Thai, the Belu Thai Chamber of Commerce, under the Joint Foreign Chamber of Commerce in Thailand. Since today's webinar will involve medical, health, and wellness, and the September Business Forum will be organized in Khon Kaen, I wish to share with you about 2 things. As you may notice, following the US presidential election to the EU summit and the G7 summit, it is clear to us that health and environment play a crucial role in the post-COVID era. The world population requires a more health safety and natural and nature-friendly environment. Dear friends, Thailand provides excellent opportunities for the requirements, as it is among the world's top 5 medical tourism destinations, receiving about 3.5 million foreign medical visitors who injected sum of 11 billion US dollar in 2017. In addition, to further strengthen our competitiveness, the government recently launched a new national agenda called BCG to boost Thailand biocircular and green industries. Among key business sectors under the BCG are medical, biomedical, and nature and culture-friendly tourism. These, I believe, reaffirm your confidence to the future of Thailand medical and health industries. And since the business forum will be in Khon Kaen, I wish to stress this province is Thailand's first MICE city in the northeastern region since 2013. It is all due to the province's readiness for MICE activities ranging from infrastructure facilities and its rich natural and historical heritage, and its location in the central of region with easy access to our neighbor country. All the mentioned factors combined make Khon Kaen one of the Thailand perfect place for MICE outside Bangkok. Ladies and gentlemen, at this webinar, I know you will be very happy to gain in depth from the number of experts in medical, health, and wellness who are presenting to you the present and the future of this industry in Thailand. Lastly, as the president of TZEP, I'm very happy to be a part of Khon Kaen Business Forum to enable the start of cooperation among foreign business community, Thai local authorities, and private sectors for the benefit of all. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
Well, thank you very much indeed, Kunchi Roots, for your inspiring words as always, and for giving your support for this business forum. I think it's important to realize we are working towards the 23rd and 24th September. The Business Forum Khon Kaen will be showcasing what Smart City Khon Kaen has to offer, not only from, let's say, the perspective we hear today from medical, health, and wellness, but also from the perspective of transport and logistics, but also for food and agri-tech. So Khon Kaen has a lot to offer us, you as viewers, for the international business community. And that is the whole purpose of this business forum taking place by the end of September. But before we are getting there, what better person would be the governor, Kun Somsak, to welcome us with a live address from Khon Kaen. It will be in the Thai language, but Kun Somawan of the Franco-Thai will be so kind to briefly abbreviate and to briefly translate what Governor Somsak has to say. So I'm very pleased to give Kun Somsak the word, and I'm very honored that he has time to address you and all of us to his smart city, Khon Kaen. Mr. Governor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear distinguished speakers, participants, and all organizers, I am truly delighted and honored to deliver the opening remarks for Khon Kaen Business Forum on medical health and wellness today. Khon Kaen is a province with the area of 1.8 thousand square kilometers, which can be divided into 26 districts with a population of 1.8 million people and GDP over 241,000 million baht. With it, 22,000 million baht are from agriculture. The average income of its population is 223,000 baht per people per year. Khon Kaen is also known as a center of transportation and investment in Thailand's northern east region, as well as the center of industrial development within the region, according to the economic corridor development. The policy imposed by the government with aims to upgrade the East-West economic, bringing Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam all together as a provincial development strategy to make Khon Kaen become one of the smart city provinces of Thailand. Khon Kaen province has set the goal to develop itself to be a smart city, whether it is an investment center or city of investment with mutual support in several different contexts, including its so-called digital world. In addition, Khon Kaen City has good and safe public transportation as its location is at the center of transportation within the region. In the next phase, there will be an expansion of the land port to Khon Kaen province. This context can be developed to perfectly fit for Khon Kaen's 7 smart city, namely smart mobility, smart living, smart citizen, smart economy, smart environment, smart governance. As Khon Kaen province is become a smart city to produce concrete results for the greatest benefit to the people, it is suitable for the budgeting to suit the context of the area. The province therefore focuses on its operation within 3 main areas, namely smart mobility, smart living, and smart economy. The city development is being done with aims to make Khon Kaen a livable and healthy city with safe education facility. In this regard, Khon Kaen has adopted technology for convenience, comfort, and safety for people to have a good quality of life, and health services as a national medical hub of excellence with a well-known regional medical institute with specialized personnel and private hospitals with potential both in terms of personnel and modern medical equipment. Covering health services in urban areas through Joint Commission International Quality Approval, also called JCI, and all government hospitals are to be certified by the hospital accreditation at 100%. In the future, Khon Kaen will be upgraded to be an innovative medical and health city, aiming to provide medical and health services to the people, to rally and equally by reducing the inequality of social advance and create economic value through life and science within provinces and countries, and getting ready to be a leader in medical innovation. By this, you will hear more from our today's speakers on various topics, including first, innovation in medicine and health on medical policy by Dr. Chairat Uthaipiboon, Director of Medical Molecular Biotechnology Research Group. Second, National Center of Excellence for Medicine Services or Medical Hub by Associate Professor Apichat Jirawutthipong, Dean of the Faculty of Medicine. Third, Health and Wellness by Mr. Chanalong Buristakul, Chairman of the Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce. Finally, I sincerely hope that one day Khon Kaen will have the opportunity to welcome you all soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed, Governor. That is very nice. Your welcome words. Khap khun ma khap for that. No need to translate perfectly in English, so thank you for that. As you mentioned, we will have 3 more speakers in line. Now we are going to deep dive into the sector where you as the audience have been waiting for. We will first have T-cells. You have probably heard the organization T-cells. What does it stand for? It's the Thailand Center of Excellence for Life Science. But before we will hear Dr. Chairat and what Khon Kaen has to offer, we'll have a 3-minute video on the Medipolis. So we'll have a first video of 3 minutes. So let's start the video.
ประเทศไทยโดดเด่นด้านงานบริการทางการแพทย์แต่ยังไม่ครอบคลุมทุกพื้นที่ Medipolis จึงเกิดขึ้นเพื่อขยายผลงานวิจัยสู่การแก้ปัญหาและลดความเหลื่อมล้ำด้านสาธารณสุขของประเทศสอดรับกับนโยบาย Thailand 4.0 ด้วยนวัตกรรมและการเป็นศูนย์กลางการแพทย์แบบครบวงจร
ถ้าพูดถึง Medipolis จะเป็นเมืองที่เป็นผู้นำเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของการสร้างนวัตกรรมในส่วนของการสร้างนวัตกรรมเนี่ยก็ต้องมีทรัพยากรที่เหมาะสมสามารถที่จะผลิตบุคลากรทางการแพทย์เพื่อที่จะสร้างนวัตกรรมหลายๆอย่างให้เป็นรูปธรรมได้นอกจากนี้เนี่ยก็ต้องมีเรื่องของการเข้าถึงแหล่งเงินทุนซึ่งสามารถที่จะเป็นแหล่งเงินทุนให้กับผู้ประกอบการรายใหม่ที่อยากจะสร้างนวัตกรรมหรือว่าใช้งานวิจัยเพื่อที่จะทำให้เกิดนวัตกรรมเป็นรูปเป็นร่างได้
ปัจจุบันทางการแพทย์มีการบริการที่รวดเร็วนะครับทำให้รู้สึกสะดวกสบายมากขึ้นอย่างเช่นแท็บเล็ตจะประเมินคนไข้อาการคนไข้ว่าอยู่ในระดับไหนเนี่ยครับผมแล้วก็มีการตรวจสอบที่รวดเร็วโดยไม่ต้องไปต่อคิวให้เสียเวลาครับ
นวัตกรรมในปัจจุบันนี้เนี่ยสามารถที่จะเสิร์ฟหรือว่าให้โดยที่ผู้ต้องการรับบริการเนี่ยไม่จำเป็นที่จะต้องมาถึงโรงพยาบาลหมอที่อาจจะอยู่ไกลๆเนี่ยสามารถเข้าถึงข้อมูลของคนไข้ได้หมอสามารถดูและสั่งการรักษาทำเป็นโครงข่ายอย่างเงี้ยลดการเข้ามาที่โรงพยาบาลหลักๆหรือส่วนกลางมันทำให้โรงพยาบาลย่อยๆโรงพยาบาลชุมชนทำงานได้คล่องตัวมากขึ้น
Thank you for that. And although the video was mostly in the Thai language, I hope the images speak for itself. We have now Dr. Chairat. He is Deputy CEO of T-cells, and he will zoom into this Khon Kaen Medipolis in the English language. And at the same time, if you have any questions, feel free. I saw the first questions already coming in. We will be sharing the recorded version and all the slides and video material. But if you have more questions, please use the Q&A and we'll be more than happy to answer them at the end. Dr. Chairat, can I give you the floor for your part of the presentation, please?
Thanks, Han, for the introduction. So I apologize for the video, that Medipolis video that is in Thai. So hopefully next time we're going to do it in English version. And I want to go to the Medipolis program that we are doing at T-cells. Namphon, could you please share the slide for me? Yes, thanks. Again, I'm from Thailand Center of Excellence for Life Sciences. I'm the Deputy CEO over there. I just joined T-Cells 3-4 months ago as the Deputy CEO. Formerly, I was a researcher working on drug discovery and things like that in medical science. And at T-Cells, we have a vision that we have vision to make Thailand as a world-class center for life science innovation investment. So to do that, our mission is to support and develop life science business in Thailand to happen. And as you know that we have some business here in Thailand already, but we want to promote more. And through to support the innovation and research and knowledge that related to life science, and we want to push what researchers has done all the good work in the lab already to push to commercialization. And to have that, we have a mission to develop and support the necessary infrastructure in life science in Thailand. So you know that in Thailand maybe we don't have a complete infrastructure. To go through the whole life cycle or value chain. So that's our role also to support to have it for infrastructure or to fill the gaps in life science business. And another role that we do here at T-Cells is to create strategic plan for developing science, life science business in Thailand. And we make a plan and we propose to the government. And another role that we do a lot now, I think we coordinate and also facilitate the cooperation between domestic partners and also international organizations. We have worldwide organization that we do collaboration with, and to draw their support and expertise to Thailand to help to set up both in research and to commercialization. We do have many partners in US, UK, Spain, Japan, and all over the places actually. And hopefully we have collaboration in Benelux also. That's for sure. Okay, and that's what we do, and we to support from not really basic research at the beginning. We try to push research to commercialization. That's what our role is. Okay, next slide, please. And at T-Cells, we have 4 main programs at the moment that I'm taking care of. We do support on pharmaceuticals and regenerative medicine program that to support drug discovery, drug development to commercialization, and cell and gene therapy. That we support many companies to have the facility. We rent out the facility, and that to start their business. And we have a program on cosmetics and food supplements, and that is kind of low-hanging fruit for us. That because cosmetics is a big market, right? And in Thailand we have many a large variety of natural products that can be translated into products on cosmetics, drugs, or supplements, and what we have rich resources for that. Another program that we are working on is on advanced medical device technology and medical robotics. This is a kind of to generate many devices for medical use. Then what we have a big program on that. And what I'm going to talk today is about medical police program. I think the medical police program is to implement, all the products or knowledge that we generate into the 3 programs back to the area of medical police, and hopefully we can support and implement it for use in the area. Okay, and next slide, please. And for medical police mechanism, what we do all the funding and develop network for cooperation between departments, both inside and outside areas of medical police. That means that we not just, limit to, the area we are working on only. Even though I'm going to tell you later on that we have many areas that we are doing the work already. But that means that between medical police areas, you can have exchange expertise or experience that can make, your area to be better. And another mechanism what we do is to unlock the limitation of the, regulatories or rules that might inhibit or prohibit the move of forward of the business in life science. That means that we call it regulatory sandbox. That means that we come together and try to have solution to the regulations that might limit the move of making business. So we talk a lot to Thai FDA. We help them to set up a Thailand Regulatory Science Institute, something like that, to help to promote the regulation, and regulatory limitation. And we do promote the development of platforms that can be both digital platform, and this for commercialization and implementation of the products. Okay, and we promote investment and also industry in the area. And all of this, we want to do it because we want to improve the quality of life of the Thais and to have the equal access to the technology or the health care treatment and the health platforms. Next slide, please. And I tell you that medical police program, what we are doing at T-Cells, we have so many areas we're working on at the moment. And the main program that it works very well is YMID in the middle. It stands for Yoti Medical Innovation District, which is in the middle of central Bangkok. And you know that Yoti area in Bangkok is the hub for medical science in Bangkok. It has many hospitals there, many faculties. Mahidol University is there, and they have so many personnel and doctors and researchers around that area in health science. And we put them, we try to coordinate all of them to work together that can come up with a good innovation. And it works very well. And we want to use this model in other areas that we're working on also. And the big team also is in Chiang Mai that we collaborate with Faculty of Medicine in Chiang Mai University, mainly on digital healthcare system and clinical trial. And we want to do it in Khon Kaen also. And we have to look at the strength Khon Kaen has, and then we try to organize and coordinate all the strengths you have in both academics and also business area to come up together and work together to promote life science business. And we have many areas you see in Songkhla, in Prachinburi, Phitsanulok, Chiang Rai, in all over Thailand. Okay, next slide, please. And for Khon Kaen, what we see, we can see the strength. Many strengths actually. And firstly, as the governor Tan Somsak has said already, and the government, the Khon Kaen provincial government has a strong desire to make Khon Kaen as smart city. And this is very important because for us, so we need support from the government or local government also, because to push forward, if you local, the strength will be at the locals. And the Khon Kaen government has very good direction on that. And you see that Khon Kaen has very good university. In Khon Kaen University, you have very good and strong Faculty of Medicine there. In Khon Kaen University, you have science park, you have different research units there. And that is another academic part that can support the work in the medical police in Khon Kaen. And you have the business partner, right? Like in Khon Kaen City Development Group, and you have like the Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce that has very active chairman. And you can see that, he's going to talk more after me and about what Khon Kaen can offer. And I can see these factors that Khon Kaen has very strong government, very strong universities, with strong business, partners, and you also have local products or local knowledge. Like I put it here, is herbal network there. That means that in Khon Kaen has knowledge and expertise in the herbal medicine there also. That I think if you can put all together here, and that can be a very good project, and people can work together for the people of Khon Kaen. Next slide, please. And we have launched the Khon Kaen Medical Police project already. We signed the MOU at Khon Kaen University on the 5th of March this year. And it was signed by the Khon Kaen governor, Tan Somsak, and our director, Dr. Sirasak at T-Cells, and DIPA, and Khon Kaen Smart Living Lab, and also Khon Kaen University. And that is a kickstart of the project that we try to push and work with Khon Kaen people. Next slide, please. And for the work that we have supported and is ongoing now, and we support research group in Khon University to do feasibility study, what Khon can do. Okay, and it's the first is to survey local needs, what you need in medical treatment or life science area, analyze the problem, identify the partners, or identify the problems also. Raise a community awareness that we have to do this, and hopefully we come up with projects that can be operated maybe after maybe starting next year. And the focus is to develop on the medical innovation products and projects that what we want to see, and also to development of the policy to support medical innovation, and hopefully we can implement and commercialize what you have come up in the near future. Next slide, please. The expected result I have told you already, and at the end of the day, we want to see the improvement of the quality of life of people living in Khon Kaen and also around the area, and hopefully they can have the equal access to the technology that the researchers or business partners have developed already, and hopefully we can have the value added thing from local herbs and natural products that in Khon Kaen has a variety of herbs there, and have I think they have many companies that working on the herbal medicine, and hopefully we can increase investment, help increase investment, because TCL cannot invest itself, but we can promote investment in the area, and hopefully we can push to have the medical startups, and we aim that we have 10 companies in 2 years. Maybe we can have more for that. If we work together, and hopefully the SME in the area can transform to the big medical industry that it can generate like income for the province. Next slide, please. For our vision of the Khon Kaen Medical Police is, Khon Kaen Medical Police will develop about medical innovation for the Northeast region in order to drive economy and increase opportunity to give access to modern services of technological medicine to the local people and around. And hopefully, if you have very good example of what you have done, very good model for it, you can expand to the neighboring provinces and also other areas. In Thailand, you can exchange. As I said, we can exchange between medical police areas that we have been working on already in Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Songkhla, or Yoti Medical Innovation District in Bangkok. And I think I have another 2 slides there. Yeah, and that's it for me for the medical police project, but it's just very brief. I can talk more in September, in detail what we have done and what we can do. And this, I want to PR a little bit about what TCL is organizing is BioAsia Pacific event that we are the host, and we organize it in Thailand. As you are familiar with Bio Europe, Bio Japan, Bio Taiwan, or Bio International in USA. In Thailand, TCL has organized BioAsia Pacific, and for this year, it happens in the 1st to the 3rd of September this year at Biotech. It's going to be the virtual and live conference and exhibition. The title will be From Recovery to Resilience After COVID-19. The activities will be on the exhibition, trade exhibition, and we all have talks and conferences about life sciences. It can be live and virtual. And we have online business partnering and also on-site business partnering. And we have the startup pitching with joining us either by yourself on site or virtually online, because I'm in there. Okay, I'm still there. I'm still here, right? Okay. And last year, participant is 8,000 visitors. And it's quite a big group of participants. So I would like to welcome and invite you all to this event in September also. Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed, Dr. Chairat, for highlighting everything TCL is doing. You are describing a triple helix where we see public-private partnership together with the knowledge centers, the universities, And without universities, what would be we and how would the world look like? So making a little bridge to the university, we are very pleased to also have an update about the mega project or the medical hub, which will be conducted by Associate Professor Kun Apichat, and he is also Dean of the Faculty of Medicine of the Konkan University. So Professor Apichat, if you are ready to share your slides and your knowledge with us, that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you for introducing. Okay, คุณฝนขอสไลด์เลยครับ So I have 10 minutes to present the Konkan Medical Hub project as one of the Konkan Smart City project. So next slide, please. So let's start with the one question, that's why we need more hospital bed in northeast of Thailand. So when we look at the total Thailand population, we can see that more than 1/3 of Thai population living in northeast area. So the next slides. Yeah. And the next information we got is the proportion of hospital bed in Thailand. That we already know that it is very far behind from the international average. Just like in Japan, the proportion of the hospital beds is about 1 bed for 126.5 populations. And also in South Korea, the proportions of the hospital beds is about 1 patients for 156 populations. So let's see, in Thailand, if you look at only the public sector, the proportion of hospital bed is about 1 bed for 526 people. And even we add the private sector hospital, is still only the proportion is still very far behind the international average, just like public hospital bed, including private hospital bed, is still 1 bed for 416 people. So I think it's very far behind from international average. So next slides. When we look at the proportions of hospital bed per population by regions in Thailand, we can see that the total bed or hospital beds per population for the whole country is about 1 to 459. The best ratio is in Bangkok. It's about 1 to 230. And the worst ratio is in northeast of Thailand. It's about 1 bed for 636 populations. That means the accessibilities to the healthcare services in northeast of Thailand is quite difficult comparing to the other regions. So next slide. So Konkan University has thinking about this problem that there is not enough hospital bed in northeast of Thailand since 2009. The meeting of the KKU councils approved and attributed this project and we call the Medical Hub project. And this project still continue on working on it until 2016 and 2017. We adjusted the project to be larger to support the center of Mekong sub-regions as well, not only in Konkan province. So next slide, please. The objective of this project is to increase the medical and healthcare services for people in northeastern regions and greater Mekong sub-regions, and to enhance the training of specialist doctors and health personnel for Thailand and Greater Mekong sub-regions as well. And the third objective is to develop research in health science by the cooperation of the faculty in other country. So next slide, please. We setting a budget for the first phase of phase 1 is about 5,400 million baht. That we already got it from the national budget for construction of the medical hub building. For phase 1, it's 2,200 million baht. And another budget from the reserve fund of the Faculty of Medicine is a half of them, 2,200 million baht. And the other budgets from the national budgets for procurement of equipment is 1,000 million baht when the constructions of the building finish in 2026. Okay, next slides. Okay. And the project, if the project is completed in about 2026 or in the next 5 years, we will have the medical centers with 2,000 beds, 50 operating rooms, and 200 ICU beds, something like that. And it can support 1.8 million people in Khon Kaen and 22 million people in northeast of Thailand. So next slide. And we hope that this project will increase healthcare services. Just like the outpatient services will increase from 1 million visits per year to 1.5 visits per year. And inpatient services increase from 50,000 to 80,000 admission per year. And we hope that the revenue from medical treatments per year will increase from 500 million baht to 800 million baht. And also increasing the number of medical professionals in the field that we are training. We're training a lot of professional medical doctors, and will increase from 100 people to 185 people a year. That's the training that we propose that it will happen when this project finishes. Next slide, please. And also research in medical and health science that will increase both in quantity and qualities. And the last thing that we hope, just like the T-cell present the medical progress, we hope that we will give the world-class medical services to the people in northeast of Thailand. That's the result of this project that we hope to happen in the next few years. So next slide, please. So that's all my presentations that tell you the progressions of the medical hub in Khon Kaen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kapun Makap, Associate Professor Apichat, and this is very impressive to see, and huge investments being done and undertaken in Khon Kaen. We can share the livable, healthy, smart city Khon Kaen and the ambition. And talking about ambition, when we visited Khon Kaen the last time in March for our event to be organized in September, I felt a very vibrant and very active, let's say, infrastructure of organizations, very active also local chamber of commerce. And Kun Chanaron, the next speaker, is the chairman in charge of the Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce. And he will be, of course, more than happy to reach out to support any overseas, let's say, potential investor with any questions, with any opportunities there might be. And Kun Chanarong, I hope you are ready to also share your views on what Konken as a Chamber of Commerce and your active role can mean for the viewers online. And viewers, if you still have questions, feel free. There's a Q&A button in the middle of your screen. We have a steady group of 60 participants. We're very happy and see that apparently whatever we have communicated so far is intriguing. Kun Chanarong, if you're ready, please take it on.
Yes, thank you, Kun Han. Sawadee krab, everybody. I would like to share my views on the private sector on this subject. Have I had my screen on the presentation? Yes. Yes, the health and wellness will be the biggest issues of Khon Kaen economy in the future. And this is my point of view from the private sectors. My name is Chanarong Risakul, the chairman of Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce. Very happy to have everybody today. And everyone mentioned that Khon Kaen is a medical hub. I like to raise the issue that it's not because we are sick, but we are sick. That is, we are smart. We're doing the smart city program. We want to develop the city into the smart economies. We want to be in the part of the innovation program, innovation, creative, innovation initiative, and a lot of program in Khon Kaen talking about innovation. We have the Sci Park, we have Khon Kaen universities, and very soon we will have the Khon Kaen Innovation Hub, Khon Kaen Innovation Centers that is belong to Midphon Corporation that make a very big, and that will be one part of the program that we will go deeper with this Khon Kaen Business Forums. And for C, we will be creatives. We have creative economies. We have the Thailand Design Creative Agency working in Khon Kaen area. So next month we will have Isan Creative Festival with a lot of program for designing, music, architectures, food, gastronomy, many interesting about the creative economy in Khon Kaen happening. And the lastly will be about the knowledge capital. Khon Kaen University is very biggest institution for education. It transformed just a lot of people just into the intellectuals. That will be the driving force for Khon Kaen economy. All this economy will be turned, I think everyone want to see that is the healthy cities and the wellness economy. Everything we put together to make our life better and happier. And the wellness city, wellness economy is one critical issues. I like to show that Khon Kaen have a very good living environment. We have a lot of green space. We have friendly neighborhood. We have a lot of modern life facilities, new modern shopping centers, a lot of cafe, a lot of restaurants, performance, art, music. That will be part of the modern life along with the business. We have a lot of culture, place, activities. Buddhist will be one thing, but we have covered many belief regions and a lot of, I think the culture, modern and tradition meet it at Khon Kaen. You can get it all. And Khon Kaen will be the destination for everybody to live here. Khon Kaen city is big and the center of northeastern regions, and everyone know we're growing to the aging population, and some part of it will be the retirement town. It's ready to accommodate more people. You see that the medical facility is ready, the city environment is ready, so we will be ready for the next development. Khon Kaen will be part of the world-class industry. I think not many of you know that we are home of Dr. Martin Chu, Nike, Adidas, Clothes, and Khon Kaen fishing net. That is among the leading top of the world producer of fishing net. And Midphon, the sugar mill, and now they extend it to innovation, to energy, and many other activities of business that we link it together. And for the healthcare industry, we have the world-class hospital that will be accredited. from JCI. Okay, JCI, that will be the international accredited for hospital, and newly accredited is GHA for medical travel program COVID-19 that belong to Ratchaphuk, that is private hospital in Khon Kaen. I think this will be the private part to make the cities of healthy and wellness to be completed. And I would like to say that we are business-driven society. We have a lot of organization that is active in doing business, coordinating and supporting each other. And in the pictures is our committee of Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce, and we're ready to host you when you visit Khon Kaen. And with our organization, Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce, we have extended reach to other organizations, other activities, and group of people that we believe we will be well coordinated with you to make the program so successful. And many other interesting projects in Khon Kaen for high-rise building, for the tram, LRT, for the logistics. I think we will put it deeper on the next webinar. And on the last slide, I would like to looking forward to see you and see you very soon in Khon Kaen Business Forum 2021. Thank you.
Well, thank you indeed, Khun Chanarong. As inspiring as always. To the viewers, you see there's a lot of things happening in Khon Kaen, and that is indeed an open invitation to all of you to collectively collaborate and participate. If for the overseas viewers you have any questions or you would like to be reaching out to any of the organizations, please reach out to us as your channel, as the Chambers of Commerce here in Thailand, and we will connect you with Khon Kaen to the right departments, to the right companies, because that was the whole purpose of a business forum. And also for today's webinar, we try to make a link between you, the viewers, the potential investors, collaboration partners, and of course, what Khon Kaen has to offer. And today was all about the wellness and the medical hub and all the other important sectors. We will have another 2 sessions upcoming. But before I address those, let us first have a look at the Q&A. And this might be a question which came in already like 30 minutes ago. This could be a question perhaps for Dr. Chai Rat. It is actually in your presentation, it was mentioned that you have as a Khon Kaen action plans, like you have some ambition action plans. I'm sure not everything goes always as smooth as we always want when we organize plans. Is there any particular challenging part which you are facing or where you see that might be giving us some challenges?
Okay, actually, I mean, the Khon Kaen action plan there, that what I presented is the study, the feasibility study that we are going to, we asked, I mean, a group of researchers in Khon Kaen University to do the feasibility study on the Khon Kaen Medical Police to identify the problems, what they want to, that it happens in Khon Kaen, and it might need attention, and what we want to use it as the question to work on the project forward. So actually, we don't see at the moment, we don't see the problem as a problem yet. But what I would say that the problem, I mean, what I can imagine will be, there's so many problems that to be solved, and then I think at how to prioritize, I mean, the problems actually, because there might be many, I would use the word questions. I mean, there's many questions that, I mean, we have to answer, and then there are many questions that we have to do, but and we cannot do everything at the same time. So that means that I would say that the prioritization of the work we're going to work on is the key. Also, and we are looking forward to see the study from the group of researchers that we have funded already, that, I mean, what they can identify the questions that we're going to work on in Khon Kaen actually.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chairat, for this elaborate answer. Then another question came in. I guess this would be for Associate Professor Kun Apichat. And during your presentation, you mentioned a lot about the ratio of hospital beds and let's say the indifference between the Bangkok area and the Khon Kaen or even the Isan area. A question came in, is there a need or would that be opening up, let's say, foreign nations to also have doctors from abroad to come to Khon Kaen? Is that something Khon Kaen is looking forward to, or are there no, let's say, limitations or capacity issues when it comes to the amount of doctors?
Yes, we have a plan to have the foreign doctors in our hospital, but as the one who asked the question, we have some impediments about the accessibility for Thai people to access the healthcare services. So the aim in the next 5 years is not for foreign patients. It's almost for Thai people. So actually, I think it's only a plan in maybe the next 5 or 10 years to have the foreign doctor in my hospital. So
okay.
It's okay.
Thank you very much. Another question came in from the Netherlands, Mr. Jos de Wolf. Khon Kaen, we saw in the presentation also, is establishing itself as a retirement city. Then the question leads to, will there be extensive physiotherapy and rehabilitation programs or rehabilitation centers? Who would feel comfortable in replying to this question?
Let's start with me first, okay? So Srinagar has many centers of excellence. And rehabilitation is one of our strengths. We have many rehabilitate physiology doctor. That's we have a plan to have the rehabilitation center in the future as well. Yes.
Very good. Is there perhaps another view who would like to elaborate a bit more? If not, that's okay. I know Mr. Jos de Wolf, so I will ensure that you will visit Khon Kaen with me on the 23rd and 24th of September. So that will be part of your itinerary, Jos. Another question which just came in, and then we will close the Q&A session because we have also 1-minute video of the Khon Kaen Chamber of Commerce. The question is, which is the most advantaged part of Khon Kaen to be the wellness for the, let's say, the elderly group? So what would you describe Khon Kaen as an ideal location for particularly wellness elderly people? Perhaps there's something for Dr. Chairat?
Yeah, for me, I think Khon Kaen is, as Kun Chanarong has said, that Khon Kaen is rich in culture and also the facility that support the elderly. And I think he mentioned about the retirement home, and I'm sure that in Khon Kaen they have everything to offer to people living there. And for the elderly, I think it's a big business now in Thai. What we call the retirement. What do you call it? It's not nursing home. We call it, retirement home, right? And that is a big business in Thailand now. And I think Khon Kaen has, it's a big city. It's complete in itself. And that means that you don't have to go anywhere to find things. I think Khon Kaen is a good choice for me. I look into that. Yeah, but Dr. Chanarong can say more, I think, about this.
Yes, my final statement is Khon Kaen is the place to discover. So if you want to find something, you get something here. So we have no worry, and we'll be the person to link it into it. Please come and have a look, and we'll be waiting to welcome all of you. Good night.
Very good, Chanarong, very good. This concludes the Q&A session. We do have a few extra slides, and I would like to ask also my colleague, Kun Somawan of the Franco-Thai Chamber to open up her mic and to also share, because this is something we collaborate together with the French Thai Chamber of Commerce and the Beirut Thai. Kun Somawan, would you like to go through a few of the slides, because we also would like to say
yes, please.
Okay, thank you, Hans. So I think that after hearing all of this, we are very thrilled to go to Khon Kaen. But before that, let's allow me to present a little bit what is the Franco-Thai Chamber of Commerce and also the Netherlands Thai of Chamber of Commerce, and why we choose to be in Khon Kaen and organize the event there. Please, next slide, please, Ka. Okay, so allow me to introduce first what is the Chamber of Commerce and also the Joint French Chamber of Commerce in general. So if you know, the Joint French Chamber of Commerce is gathering all the foreign chamber of commerce in Thailand, which are around 34 in Thailand right now. The Chamber of Commerce is, after all and before everything, it's the network. It's the network of our members. For sure, at the Franco-Thai Chamber of Commerce, we have French companies who are based in Thailand, and also Thai companies who are interested in joining with the French, with the Thai communities. The same way that my colleague Hans also do promote all the Dutch company in Thailand. So we are the network of members first, but we are also the network of chambers. Like Kun Chanarong is the Chamber of Commerce as well in Khon Kaen. So we are partners. We are in the same group of network. So we are the network of the board under the board of Thailand, which gathering all the provincial chamber of commerce, including Khon Kaen for sure, also other trade associations, and also the joint foreign chambers, which are, like I already said, the 34 chamber of commerce, who help us promoting the Khon Kaen Business Forum as well. Apart from the network of the chambers, it's also the network of partners, especially the Thai authorities. You know, as I mentioned here, all the Thailand Board of Investment, the TAT, TCEP, TCEL is also our partners. And with us together, we'll always help and enhance business opportunities and investment in Thailand with all the network here. So for sure, as the Franco-Thai, we are also members. We are also working with the French organization, the same way that Hans working with that Dutch network. So we are like working with the French embassy in Thailand, with the economic department of the French embassy, and also the Business France, and also the network of all the French Chamber of Commerce around the world, which are around 124 Chamber of Commerce around the world in 94 countries. And Kun Hans do the same for his Dutch network. Next slide, please. So now in terms of medical health and wellness, the Franco-Thai Chamber of Commerce, we have members, several members in this area. Firstly, for sure, all the private hospitals. We have the Bangkok Hospital, the B&H, the Smithy-West, and the Bamrungrad International Hospitals. So three out of 4 are the group of BDMS Wellness. So these are the top private hospitals that are members, and they are all aligned with the JCI international standard. We hope that one day the hospital in Khon Kaen will become our members, and we will help promote to all the foreign business community here as well. Apart from the private hospitals, we have also French companies who choose Thailand as a hub of their production to re-export. So the first one, you know, on the second line that you see here, all the 6 companies, is all the French companies, and they are all producers of medical devices, like Laboratoire Urgo, the first one. They do the medical device like wound dressings, surgical tapes, bandages. Peter Surgical, the second one, they do the single-use devices like sutures, hemostatic clips, meches, surgical glue, laparoscopic instruments. The third one, Suturec Renodex, they do the surgical needles. Sim Auto Solutions, they do the technical textile for orthopedics, like knit products, back lumbar belt, sprints and collars. Essilor, as you know, it's the optical lens. And transition, the last one, is the plastic photochromic lenses for the light management technology. And in terms of wellness, we have 2 wellness centers, members of our chamber, the Dulapa Hill in Bang Pra, and also Movenpick BDMS Wellness Resort in Bangkok. The last line of our members, Asia Dermscan, is a French laboratory in efficacy and safety test for cosmetic products. So as Konkan already mentioned, that you had the hub of all the herbals. So in terms of taste, I think Dermscan can also serve you as well. And Active Insight is also a new company. I mean, there's a French company based in France, but they are now eyeing in Thailand for creating R&D for the food supplements, the active ingredient for food supplement area. And Sanofi, for sure, it's one of the leader in the pharmaceutical industry. They do all the things like from general medicines to special care and vaccines. Okay, now I'm ending with my members. It's yours now, Kun Hans.
Well, thank you very much, Kun Samawan. Next slide will show, let's say, the NTCC members active within the medical health and wellness sector. Some of you are also participating and viewing here today. I think there will be a bit of overlap from the international hospitals, but there might be a few new names, Banyan Thailand, Hua Hin, Beacon Sky, very important in the wellness sector. Hexa Serum, very large in dental solutions based in Chiang Mai. LaserMed, one of our board members, everything when it comes to laser equipment, a huge growing market. Jos Enraf Nonius, the distributor here in Thailand, and for sure very interested in the, let's say, aging society and population. Great treatment products, fantastic service, so something to look forward to. And we do that together with our partner in the Netherlands, the NLM Business. And we are, as NTCC, the business hub here in Bangkok. That's enough about us. You as the viewers, we can't get enough about Khon Ken, and our Chamber Commerce colleague, Kun Chanarong, has one more video to share with us. So Kun Chanarong, if you're okay, we would like to ask your last moment to have your 1-minute video. And that will then be the conclusion of this webinar. Then I'll come back to you. Kun Chanarong?
Yes, yes, I'm ready.
Perfect.
Yeah, file full screen.
I hope there is some sound as well, Kun Chanarong.
Like my camera.
We plan to show this video in the next webinar as well, Kun Chanarong.
Right. Thank you for that, Kun Chanarong. We'll practice that for the next 2 webinar rounds, as Kun Samawan already mentioned. The next webinar, which is scheduled for the 20th of July, will zoom in on the transport and logistics section, which Khon Ken has to offer. And then 25th of August, we will talk about the food and the agrotech solution. So stay tuned with us. Please look out for the announcement for those 2 webinars. And please, if your agenda has not been blocked, write down 23rd, 24th September will be our visit in Chiang Mai. Sorry, in Khon Ken. So thank you very much to the audience. We would like to say thank you to everybody who participated. Thank you for asking also the questions. It was, I think, a very informative webinar, and I hope you all get excited to also visit Khon Ken in a few months. Stay healthy, stay safe, and thank you very much for all your kind support, and hope to see you in Khon Ken or at the next webinar on the 20th July or the 25th of August. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
ครับ
สวัสดีครับขอบคุณมากครับทุกท่านครับสวัสดีครับ
ค่ะสวัส
Thank
ดี
you คุณ
ค่ะ
นันท์คุณ
ขอบคุณทุ
ตั้
ก
ม
ท่าน
ครับ สวัสดีครับ